So here it is, Outpost Infinity Siege is finally there, and as creators we can give you gameplay content which was not provided by the studio or publisher, and what a relief if you ask me. I hate giving you just canned content before talking about a game. I want to play it, either with a demo or the full game, for real impressions and honest opinions. So how is Outpost Infinity Siege? Is it like in the footage you saw earlier, which was provided by the publisher and studio itself? Yeah, no, but let's start at the beginning. Not gonna lie, the story is very interesting at first, at least for the concept. ChatGPT, I mean AI of course, has taken over the world. What was going to serve humanity has turned against them and started to exterminate everything living on Earth. The planet is devastated, we have to collect resources, and the United Earth Army is building these outposts to fight back. Fighting back against this huge ring in the sky, which could easily crush everything by just bombarding Earth, or with these... what are they? Skyscrapers? Potato mashes? I don't know. The intro sequence is probably well made and makes you want to play more, but that's basically it, and we have issues here, and I will talk about them more when we come to audio. The first epic battle, where even the swarm can't harm us, is lost. How you can see with these extremely dramatic expressionism of the NPCs. But not all is lost. You're going to be the traumatized commander Faye Pratt of the new build Outpost 11, which is being assisted by an AI. What could possibly go wrong here? Now you might ask, the AI is so mighty, how can we even withstand this force, which can even nuke us easily from orbit when we are just building up our small outpost? The answer is, I don't know. There seem to be some plot holes. You will initially talk a lot with NPCs, and no, the video is not desynced, the mouth movement and the mimic of the NPCs really look that empty and doesn't match the dialogue. Subtitles sometimes don't match on what is said, and effects like talking over comms or talking directly to someone in front of you, in a hall, in a small room, are all over the place. The one moment you talk to someone over comms, the second later it sounds as if the dude stands directly next to you.
Matt is preparing Outpost 11 as we speak. Go find him. Copy that.
Sure, we could argue it is a Chinese company creating this game. Translations might be off a little, but seriously, for that you have something called quality assurance and testing, and companies that deal with translations. To equip your outpost, you basically need to gather components. This huge military apparatus you see here is unable to hand you some turrets for your outpost. They will probably arrive on Tuesday, I guess?
Captain, we don't have any torpedoes.
Don't tell me. Tuesday.
To gather these resources, you go onto tours, which means you have a power budget assigned, and depending on the power budget, you can work your way through more or fewer looting missions. The looting missions remind slightly of Escape from Tarkov, playing Tetris in your environment, killing a few robots, but nothing very complicated. Sometimes you cannot pick another item, because apparently your inventory is full. Then you just drop some stuff out of the inventory, pick up new parts, pick up the other drop parts, and you're fine. Yeah, whatever. But be careful, sometimes dropped items just vanish through the floor. Sometimes you have other main quests, such as finding lost personnel. They are, by the way, not very excited to see you, and they won't assist you when extracting. They are magically gone. Didn't they say the bots will be attracted when the extraction vehicle comes in? I guess the character just left by foot and went home in this case. While extracting from the mission, you will need to build up your base and fight off waves of enemies, until your extraction vehicle comes flying in and not being shot down like in the intro sequence. Lucky us, the enemies only approach from the front side, makes it easier to place your defenses. And that is the gameplay loop. Go in, loot, extract, modify your base, next mission, maybe do some research on the research tree. You do that with a lady over here, which looks as if she has seen a ghost. Cool thing is you can upgrade your gear and outpost, but getting the material is a real grind. If you like, you can head back to easier missions and just do them over and over again to get your material and components. If you're super lazy, you can just skip the missions and still get a bunch of components and material. If you're interested in the story, you can find some PDAs lying around, if you can be bothered to read them. Okay, let's talk about the technical part. The game needs optimization and bug fixing a lot. I had robots phasing through mountains and suddenly attacking me from behind. Audio of a bot trying to attack me at places where I eliminated all the bots already. Gamers with a 4000 series of Nvidia get crashes because of not enough video memory, at least at the time of recording. The game lags here and there. And talking about the intro and tutorial sequence, music of video sequences is so loud you can barely hear the characters talking.
Glimmer of hope within the encroaching darkness, and I am proud to call them my brothers.
Voice lines are being drowned in dramatic music. And I see a design flaw when playing in co-op right now. Your teammates in co-op will not be rewarded in progress, only in some amount of cash. Progress will only be accounted to the host of the mission. Means if you're playing in co-op, you would need to do the same mission multiple times. Why on earth should I play co-op with other people? Sure, playing games together with friends is fun, but please give me an incentive to do it in this game. The AI needs work. I expected an apocalyptic AI being more intelligent and not getting stuck behind a train, or just standing with its back to me while I shoot the bot down. In my opinion, unused potential for an interesting concept. The game feels like still being an alpha or should be an early access release. You might say no, Chen, you hate spewing boomer. This is an indie game with a really cheap price. You shouldn't be complaining. Listen, a game studio is managed by adults and they have to take responsibility for their product. Being cheap, or let's say not too expensive, is a combination of quality and price. If you buy a TV or, for example, a new PC, you won't accept it in a broken state either because you got it for a discount, right? So what does this game need? More story development. Where does the AI come from? What is it doing? What happened over the years? What are the plans for humanity actually? I need to feel discomfort against this enemy and something that makes me want to fight it. Just saying, yeah, it turned against humanity and now it is this giant strap-on up there in the sky doesn't feel enough. Mix the audio of the cutscenes correctly, fix the voice acting, which is partially incredibly bad. These dead inside NPCs and the hollow story, which some creators are hyping up, just bore the shit out of me. They are not giving me a single incentive to save humanity if that is what I should be saving. Fix the subtitles, which are partly incorrect. Fix the technical problems. Fix instructions. Did I miss a message, or did it really not even explain how to heal properly, or what the different symbols and numbers mean? Sadly, all of this right now feels like a new Star Wars show on Disney+. Lucky for the studio, most of this can be fixed. Right now it doesn't feel like a finished game. Once again, we seem to be beta testers and either the studio moves on to the next project or eventually at some point the game will be finished. Honestly, I understand why they try to make creators create hype-up content of the available video footage and why early preview access was not available. Okay, before we come to a conclusion, let's talk about pricing. $24.50 for the standard edition, $38.99 for the Vanguard edition, which is kind of a special edition which gives you extra turrets. Note that you cannot upgrade from standard to Vanguard. You either need to buy the Vanguard, refund the standard, and then buy the Vanguard, or you have to buy twice. There is no upgrade, so if you really like the game, just make up your mind before buying it basically. At least the game doesn't have microtransactions. Let's give it credit for this. I could go on, but I can't be bothered honestly. I wouldn't buy the game right now. I hope the studio fixes this game. It is a good concept but needs work. They are even fixing the first quest right now. Probably better to start over in a few months then. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.